What's going on, everyone? It's Jeremy. I added another tractor to my Lego tractor collection. This brand new one here, official John Deere. I've got several custom John Deere brand tractors. Kind of excited about this one. Hopefully this leads to a lot bigger stuff, maybe some huge Technic tractors, John Deere brand, maybe some quad tracks. I don't know what to think. The only thing I don't like about this set is another trailer, another wagon trailer, even though it's a dump trailer. We'll turn this over. I'm trying to get the glare off the screen. So we've got that center articulation because this is the big size tractor. It's the RT on it, 9620R. So 9 series tractor with that center articulation. So we do get a dump bed, so there is a little bit of a plus, but let's be honest, if you guys have seen a tractor this big, a couple of you may own one if you have a big farm, you're not pulling a piddly little wagon. You've got some huge tillage, planting, something in a big several thousand acre field that you're dealing with. You're not pulling a little wagon unless you're hauling a massive amount of dirt and you've got 20, 30, 40 yard size scraper. But oh, there's our articulation. Let's get this open, let's get it built, let's compare it to some other sets that I've already got, because I know other people are going to do a review on this and they're just going to look at this, review it, and that's it. If you don't compare stuff, you have nothing really to go on. So that's what I'm going to do with my video. All right, we got it unboxed. We have 2 instruction booklets, one for the tractor and book 2 is for the trailer. Here's our tires, same as what came out last year in the Lego tractor, one of my favorite sets. And here's our sticker sheet. Some decent parts. Really, like the parts that have the John Deere logo or the name brand on it, that's the good stuff. So, bag 1, bag 2, bag number is this one, 3. Bag 4 is going to have this in the booklet. All right, let's get building. All right, so I got it built. I noticed in the instruction manual, we'll take a look, our model and then the 9 series tractor that we're trying to recreate. And for the most part, I think it's pretty good. This smaller scale, you're not going to get it perfect. I think the biggest downfall to this model, being a Technic model, is all it has is the pin for pulling a trailer. You can see just barely right there that we've got the 3-point lift arms. Looks like it's got a quick hitch attachment on there. So we don't have any lift arms in the back. That's probably the biggest downfall, maybe the only one that I'd really care for, because Lego hardly ever does that. But let's get into this model. My other downside with Lego and tractors, they only hardly, for the most part, ever make trailers or wagons. This is no exception. Got my stickers on. They're not perfect. They're good enough. So we've got this little ball here. And what that does, if I can get it to go right, oh, we got to pull up on it. It'll lock it in. So we've got our dump trailer. I'll move this around so you guys can see it. And we'll move this back. And it just kind of slowly goes down, so that's not too bad. I don't know if that's an intended feature or not, if you just let it go at a certain point. Well, if there's anything in it, but there we go. You'll notice the tractor turns a little bit. Now this is all just on this one pin here. And the trailer does have a little bit of give on it. So that's a little bit of a plus. Let's take this off so I can show you this a little bit more in detail. So we'll move this back here. And here's our tractor. So our rear steering for the articulation in the middle is all right here. And you can see how much we got. So pretty good on that. We've got our tanks to represent our gas tanks right here. And we go back and we notice the big black tanks. Okay. I think we could have added some wheel weights. I've done that before on a tractor. I think that could have been added, so there may be a little bit of room for some modification here down the road. A huge sticker on the top. You can see the air bubble right there. That's really annoying to me. I'm sure if you guys get this set, hopefully you have a way to solve that. But yeah, we got a sticker there. Stickers on the hood make it really nice. And our sticker on the grill, that's really required to have that badge logo on the front. We've got our exhaust. So let's look at the bottom. So that articulation there. Our front, we've got our lights. Not too bad. I know what you're thinking. You see blue pins and red. Once you see it, it's hard to unsee it. It's kind of a problem to me. I just wish they'd do black and just make it black. Like those little pins, I think I may have one in black. The blue, I don't know if I have them in, I have them in gray, old gray, but it's okay. Here's our back. We've got our slow-moving vehicle triangle, which I wouldn't mind having a few more of those for some of my other tractors. We'll pop the top off and look inside. I know what you're thinking. This is pretty close to minifigure scale, and you're right. I think I may attempt to change this to a minifigure scale. I think the steering wheel's okay the way it is, so the only thing to change this over to make it work would just be to change the seat, which you can see is built. But like with any Technic model, to take out something in the middle, you got to take half the stupid thing apart to change it. So I wonder if it's not going to be easier to just buy another one, which I was planning on doing anyway at some point, but we'll see. That might be a video down the road. I think these are now out of stock, which I fully expected, just like any Lego tractor. Whenever they come out, if you guys haven't noticed that, Lego tractors sell out. They come back into stock fairly decently fast, but they do go out. All right, and being a John Deere thing, being the very first John Deere branded official tractor, you have a lot more people, maybe some dealerships and just tractor owners in general, or their kids, or the parents of those kids buying them just because it's a John Deere tractor. It's official branded. I think the Dollar General had an off-brand Lego, I don't know, some kind of building blocks that had this brand probably 4 or 5 years ago, that sold John Deere branded brick-built tractors. I looked at them, I remember seeing them and regretting not getting them, and now even those off-brands, they've skyrocketed in price. So check those out. They're kind of hard to find, though, even on eBay. Find them because it's hard to know what to search. And now when you type John Deere brick-built tractor, you're going to get this 1,000 times over before you get to anything. So I really don't know what to tell you. Moving on, let's look at some comparisons. Now, this little one here came out in 2006. It was really the very first tractor that had that John Deere color scheme. A little mini tractor. I think mini tractor is what it's called. Technic tractor. You can see it does have some lift arm ability for its back attachment. But you'll notice in here, very first time they ever did this, wheel weights. So we use those yellow, basically steering wheels is what I'm used to. Back in the 80s, these were steering wheels. We just extend the pin out, or if those pins will fit, which they won't. So we just need to extend this pin out here, and we can put wheel weights on these. So that's a possibility. We'll keep that one off to the side. Another one is 2018, they came out with a forest tractor. Minifigure scale. And I know what you're thinking, oh, it's for foresting. Well, when you take this piece off, now this doesn't move in the center, so there is that. So this would be representative of more of a tractor, which it's got a number on it. I'm not familiar with grip. I don't know. Similar size though. I mean, you can't really deny that. You've got your articulation here, none here, so these wheels would probably turn. But you can see the minifigure scale is really, really close. And this is actually a pretty good comparison, because something like this, if you go dually tires on this is the biggest tractor the biggest tractor John Deere has, the 9 series. So something to keep them at least aware of. We'll show you the back ends of them. It's not really much here. I mean, there you could modify this mildly and get by with it. But both of them, I mean, this says forest tractor. It could definitely be an ag tractor. So what do you guys think? We change out some wheels on these. Yeah, I think that's our very closest comparison. Now this came out in 2018. The number on that is 60181. The number on that little one over there, before I forget, is 8281. Now this last one, the red tractor that came out last year in 2021 in January, 60287. It's a red tractor, minifigure scale. I've done several videos on it. They're some of my best performing videos. I modified it to a John Deere color scheme and did a video on that a couple months ago, and it's done pretty well. So that's right here. And what this represents, to the best of my knowledge, looking at pictures, is a 6 series tractor as opposed to a 9. Now you can see the difference in size. Same exact tire size, keep that in mind. But having these side by side, that really shows me this is perfect for converting this to minifigure scale. I don't know how the minifigure would get up and in, but yeah, really. He can't really get into that either because it's locked in. So really all if I do is change the seat in this, I think I'd have a 9 series tractor for my farm. And that's what gives me that I guess motivation to attempt to do that. What do you guys think? Another possibility, maybe too small, is to change this to a quad track. Have 4 tracks on it. I don't know if there's enough room to do that. I'm definitely going to see and play with it for sure, because if I can do it, then that's going to be a really good video, and I imagine that might perform fairly well. Maybe you guys beat me to it, who knows? Anyway, that's our video. I know doing the comparisons does a lot better than just doing a regular review, which I know everybody's going to do, but they're not going to look at all these other tractors and compare them very well at all. So hopefully that works for you guys. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. I've got a lot more tractor stuff on the way. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.